Yes, people, and welcome back to the Woodwork channel. Before we get into the video and we'll speak about what in today's video is about, make sure you smash a like and you subscribe to the channel because that helps out the channel very much. So obviously once you've done that, and let's sit back and let's get straight into the video. So today's video is Liverpool season preview. So in today's video, we're going to be speaking about transfers, my thoughts on the transfer window so far. We're going to be speaking about our new manager, Arne Slot, and we're going to be speaking about predictions for the season. Where do I think Liverpool will finish? How well do I think we'll do in the cups, etc., etc. So let's start off with the big news so far in the world of Liverpool Football Club. Let's start off with something I've not been happy about the whole summer, which is transfers. Transfers right now, as a Liverpool fan, isn't great. We've made no signings so far. We've only come close to signing one player so far, and that is Martin Zubimendi, which we did unfortunately get rejected a couple of days ago. And honestly, that saga was an absolute shambles. That is up there with the likes of the Jude Bellinghams, the Lavias, the Caicedos, the transfers that we unfortunately bottled. And Liverpool have bottled this one because how this deal was meant to work is we pay the release clause, which is £51 million, which is what Real Sociedad has said at the beginning of when we tried to negotiate how we're going to get the player. So Liverpool finally complete personal terms with the player. The player says yes to the move. And then Liverpool Classic try and negotiate around paying the 51 million up front. They basically wanted to pay up to 60 million, but then do it in installments. So let's say we pay 5-10 million a year over a 5-6 year contract. A little bit like what Chelsea do ultimately. And it came back to bite Liverpool in the ass because within that meantime, it gave Real Sociedad time to convince the player to stay. I mean, look, he's from their academy. He's born and bred over there. So you can understand why he potentially changed his mind, because obviously it's a little bit of a similar situation like Steven Gerrard, boyhood club. You know, it's going to take a lot more convincing to convince a player to move out of their hometown as well. A lot of people are saying Liverpool don't really need that much work. I completely disagree, if I'm honest with you. Positions we need solving. We need a centre-back, a left-back, and a DM and a forward. That's 4 positions, right? Our forwards, I think they are very much overrated. If someone came in for like a Luis Diaz or a Cody Gakpo, I probably would sell them, to be honest, because I think we can reinvest that money into better players. Everyone knows that Liverpool need a DM. We've needed a DM for about 2 years now. I just think it's an absolute shambles if Liverpool don't go and get a DM. I just don't think we can go into our 3rd season without an actual proper out-and-out DM. Yes, we've had players like Endo, but I'm talking a quality DM. Endo was a stopgap signing, 31 years of age for £14 million. Yes, he did a job, but you could see at the back end of the season why he was a stopgap signing. The centre-back issue is kind of a weird one because Virgil van Dijk has obviously got 1 year left on his deal. We don't know if he's going to stay or not. I'm on the belief that he will stay at the football club. Obviously, we've got Jarell Quansah, who bursted through the academy last season. We've obviously got Joe Gomez that can play there, and Ibu Konate, but Ibu Konate picks up injuries, and same with the likes of Joe Gomez. So Liverpool do need a centre-back. And obviously, the reports are coming out that Liverpool are going to sign a centre-back. It will be down if we sell Sepp van der Berg, who went on loan to Mainz last season and had a very good season. Liverpool obviously value him at around £20 million. I do think we'll get that money in by the end of the window. Then I think Liverpool will probably use 20-30 million to reinvest and go and get a centre-back. But we are of the belief that Liverpool want a centre-back that is willing to be 4th choice to eventually overtake Virgil van Dijk within the next 2 to so years. My opinion, I would like a centre-back that can play left-back as well, because I don't think Liverpool are going to go and get a left-back as well. Tsimikas I would sell for 10 million. I think he's bang average. Robertson is on the decline. He's 30 years of age. You're starting to pick up those injuries. How much is left in the tank of Andy Robertson? You know, over the next year, we're going to have to be going to go and get a left back, probably even 2 left backs too. Obviously, it looks like we are going to be close to agreeing terms with Madavishile, the Valencian goalkeeper, who had a very good Euros, by the way. Obviously, it looks like Kelleher has only got 2 years left on his deal. Liverpool are looking to bring in a new backup goalkeeper, but it's looking like he's going to be going out on loan to Bournemouth. I'm actually a fan of this deal because it means that Liverpool are protecting the future of Alisson. So when Alisson eventually moves on within over the next year or two, we've got a ready-made good goalkeeper to come in and be the Alisson replacement. Because, you know, we are replacing the best goalkeeper in the world. And in my opinion, you could argue the top 3, top 4 most important players over the last 6-7 years at Liverpool. So I think that's a very good deal, around about 34-35 million pounds. Send him out on loan for 2 years, gives Liverpool a good close watch how he's in the Premier League. And then obviously we can make our minds up if he wants to be our Alisson Becker replacement. But back to a couple of the transfers. I mean, you go back to the DM point. Now it's coming out that Liverpool aren't going to be going getting a backup. I just think that it's just another PR excuse to try and save money again from our owners because they don't want to spend money. And you talk to me about alternatives, like, oh, there's no alternatives. Liverpool can't go and spend more money. You give me an agent's book and I can go and find you 10 DMs off the spot that will come in and be that that DM replacement. I get Liverpool are looking for a kind of caliber player like Martin Zubimendi. He's not an out-and-out destroyer over 6. He's a player that likes to control it from deep, ping them ball passes left and right and down the middle. And that's what Martin Zubimendi does. And I get there's not many DMs out there that do that. But there's plenty of DMs that could come in and do a job. Liverpool need a 6. If we want to get back into challenging for the title and World Cup competitions, we need a 6. We saw how pivotal Fabinho was. We need a 6. And people talk about, oh, but we haven't got a plan B. Here's a couple of examples for you. Jurgen Klopp wanted Julian Brandt. He didn't get him. We got Salah instead. Look how good Salah has been. Liverpool wanted Jack Butland as the first choice goalkeeper to replace Karius. We didn't get him. We got Alisson. So, you know, there's, again, Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk was our second choice behind Maguire at first. And look how good these Plan Bs tend to turn out better for Liverpool. Our forward line, Timo Werner was our first choice. We didn't get Timo Werner. We ended up getting Diego Jota. So another one. Zielinski. We wanted Zielinski as our Plan A. We ended up getting Gini Wijnaldum. And all these players I'm naming as our Plan Bs have turned out to be world-class wall beaters and legends for this football club over the past 6-7 years to go and win us every single trophy there is in the game. So I don't want to hear the nonsense of, oh, there's no Plan Bs, no Plan Cs. The pudding is right there in the history books. I just feel sorry for this man, if I'm honest with you. Arne Slot, we're going to speak a bit about him now. How do I feel about Arne Slot? I feel sorry for him in the transfer business. But a lot of people have asked me, are you worried for Arne Slot, new manager? And I've been very consistent in what I've been saying. I think the only thing I'm worried about with Arne Slot is when stuff goes wrong. So if Liverpool don't start this season well, the first couple of games, we're not really picking up points. At least with Jurgen, if we start a season badly, he's got the credit in the bank. He's got the love affair with the fans. Arne Slot hasn't got that. He's a new coach. He's replacing the God figure, the best manager of my lifetime at Liverpool Football Club. And I probably won't see a better manager. It's not just what Jurgen brought on the pitch, it's off the pitch as well. The love affair with all of his fans. Forget the trophies. It's everything he brought, the charisma, the aura around the football club. Arne Slot has got to earn that. And if he doesn't start well, there's going to be a lot of questions from rival fans, the media, everything's going to be on him. And that's where if he's going to sink or float. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, no disrespect to Feyenoord. He's going from Feyenoord to one of the biggest football clubs in the world, the biggest club in England, the most successful club in England. So there's a lot of pressure on him to deliver. He has got a free hit season, in my opinion. We're going to speak a bit later about what my predictions are. But a lot of people have ask me, what is Arne Slot ball like? Is it similar to Jurgen Klopp? It is very similar to Jurgen Klopp in terms of the pressing game. But in terms of when I've watched interviews from Slot and I've watched our pre-seasons, it's all about dominating the ball and killing the opposition with passes. As you see, when Liverpool had the ball with Jurgen Klopp, we would get the ball and we'll press on the front and we'll drive and drive and drive. That's not really the case with Slot. It's more about getting the ball, saving our engine tanks. And I think that's going to come in to later on in. I think Slot's tactics are going to be really good for the back end of the season as well. When Liverpool are really knackered, especially with the gegenpress what he did with Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool is all about dominating the ball, not using too much energy and just pinging them passes. A good example against Sevilla, we scored a really couple of nice goals. We'll get the ball with Alisson, we'll ping it all the way up to Jota. Jota will chest it down. He will then lay it off to the number 10. Then the number 10 will flick it over to one of the forwards. So if that's either Salah, Diaz, Gakpo, Darwin, whoever, that's kind of how we build up from the back. We like to play out from the back. I would say our football is a bit similar to Arsenal, dominating the ball, playing out from the back. But we have still got that Jurgen Klopp's kind of style of pressing as well. So there is a bit of a difference as well. Arne Slot is all about saving the engines. He doesn't want to gas out. He has said that this team is ready for the Premier League season. Obviously, there's still a lot of work to do on the training pitch. Obviously, it's all right for pre-season, but it's a different ball game when it's the Premier League. So I'm excited to see more of his game, and I'm sure we're going to see more tactics unveiled into the Premier League season. But just to base off what I've just said in the pre-season, how he likes to play, I'm excited because it's a new brand of football. For 9 years, all I've watched is Jurgen Klopp press. Now, this time, we're going to see a different style of football. I'm kind of excited for it, if I'm honest with you. So I'm excited. Obviously, I'm going to miss Jurgen. Jurgen Klopp, man, the greatest manager of my lifetime. I'm going to miss him, man. And no one can ever replace him for what he did for me, especially the love affair. But obviously, we're going to back Arne Slot all the way, and that's what we intend to do. So, yeah, let's get into where do I think Liverpool will finish with Arne Slot, though. Liverpool predictions time, people. If you are watching the video, make sure you do take your time and you smash a like and you are subscribing to the Woodwork channel. It only takes a couple of seconds, people. It really helps out boost up the channel as well. So, yeah, Liverpool predictions. I did post on my Twitter, where do I think Liverpool will finish? I have got us in 3rd place. That's based off if Liverpool sign a DM. If we don't sign a DM, I can see us finishing 4th. I think it's going to be a battle between us and Aston Villa. So, yeah, my top 4 basically is Man City winning the title, Arsenal, and then it's either Liverpool or Aston Villa in 3rd or 4th place, in my opinion. So, yeah, if you want to do so, follow me on Twitter, BaileyLFC19. I do post a lot of football analysis on there and predictions. So if you want to see my full Premier League predictions, you can go over to there. But for this video, Liverpool predictions, I've got us in 3rd or 4th based off if we sign a DM. But the ultimate goal is to get top 4, retain Champions League football, and try and win a domestic cup. I want to keep that winning mentality that Jurgen Klopp has left off at Liverpool. Keep winning trophies. We are the biggest club in England, the most successful club in England. Liverpool Football Club should be challenging for trophies. No matter how good or how bad our squad is, or whatever new manager, we should be aiming to win trophies and keeping in that Champions League football status. So, top 4. Win me a trophy. If that's either an FA Cup, Carabao Cup. We won a Carabao Cup last season. I was very happy. A trophy is a trophy, in my opinion. Even as a fan who I've seen Liverpool win a Premier League and win a Champions League, I don't belittle any cups. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, I want to win every trophy, innit? As a fan, the aim of elite sport is to win trophies. So Liverpool Football Club should be aiming to win trophies. Win me a trophy. Top 4. Champions League, I would take quarterfinals as long as we don't get embarrassed and go out in the groups like Manchester United did last season. I would take a quarterfinals. I'll take a cup challenge and I'll take a top 4. It's his first season at Liverpool. I do think those expectations are very achievable. What, challenge for a trophy? The squad is good enough. Get top 4, this squad is good enough. And get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, this squad is good enough. So I do think those targets are very doable. And then from there, we'll see how it goes, next summer. Get some more players in, then we challenge for the title. That's how I see it potentially going. He has spoken about in interviews, he wants to carry on what Jurgen left, keep winning trophies. He looks like he's got that mentality. He obviously won a few trophies at Feyenoord. He won the cup. He won them the Eredivisie. Obviously, the Ajax dominant. He ended that as well. So hopefully he can continue to do that at Liverpool. And I think one thing I do respect about Arne Slot, he respects Jurgen Klopp. He respects that he's not going to be able to come in and be Jurgen. The fans aren't going to be 100% behind him just yet. But he said, "Oh, just give me time," and that's what he wants. So back Arne Slot. Hopefully the transfers start to pick up soon for Liverpool. But there are my predictions, people. But thank you so much for watching. How do you think Liverpool will do this season? I've let you guys know. Follow me on Twitter at BaileyLFC19. Make sure you subscribe to the Woodwork channel. I think we're just pass over 100 subscribers, so get them up to 200 people. Have standards. Smash them likes. It's completely free. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. Take care.